brave one. You were the one, so we all gotta die.
Okay, guys, welcome to Tea Time. We're doing part 2 today.
We're doing part 2 of what do your exes have in common, because we just got a lot of emails and we're like, this is fun.
And it is fun.
And it is fun. Last week we learned that actually I don't remember what we learned.
Well, we learned that we have some elevating to do.
We
have been doing some elevating from our past.
We did learn that.
We learned that we might need therapy for our disdain for poly people.
No, I don't need therapy for that.
Or you might.
No, I think
You might.
It is what it is.
I think it's because you have some like repressed poly urges.
I don't.
Because sometimes you like walk poly.
What do you mean I walk poly?
Like just like the way you walk has like kind of like a poly.
What does that
flair.
mean?
Just like the way you strut.
Like what is the way that I strut even look like that would make you think that I have poly tendencies?
Well, like look at how like on edge you're getting right now. It's because I'm outing you.
I want you to describe to me what exactly a walk of a poly person would look like.
Because like you just walk on your tiptoes.
I don't do that.
Yeah, you're very like because most people like
that's
what
like, autistic people do. I don't do that. And you know what?
No, you kind of do.
No, because here's the thing. We got a comment on one of our. I'm trying not to freaking cuss.
Yeah.
But we got a comment a couple weeks ago on one of our clips, and they were like, "Yeah, Gabby goes something about." They were like, They said something about me talking about being autistic all the time, and I was like, never once in the history of this podcast have I called myself autistic.
No, and I'm right there with you. But you do walk on your toes, and you
don't walk on my toes.
You look like you want to have multiple partners.
No, I don't.
You look like you call your boyfriend your partner.
Do. You look like you do.
No, that ain't me.
You have the energy of
that
somebody.
Ain't me.
Yes, it is
no,
you.
It ain't me.
It is you.
It ain't me.
Because you're like the one. You're the one who's like eating.
What am I eating?
See.
Oh, the P
you
word?
can't say it in the first 10 minutes.
Vagine?
You're the one, yeah. So you're the one who's like all over the place being
Just
like, I'm so sexually free. I don't have that.
I think on the contrary, I think I've been sexually caged just for the last year.
No, because you're the one who's like all over the map. You're like they, thems, he, she's, all of it.
I don't discriminate.
She, her, they,
but because you are so
I'm
Republican in the way that you date, you're like she, her. Like it's just like relax.
I'm rigidly into he, him. Rigidly into
multiple he, hims.
No, not multiple he, hims. I am not into multiple he, hims.
That's what you're telling it. Well, then why do you walk like that?
I don't walk like that.
Yeah, dude, you stay walking like you want to have multiple people in your phone as primary partner.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is true.
And I would never ever put somebody in my phone as primary partner.
Show what your boyfriend's in your phone as.
It's his full name. His
first,
middle, and last name.
You're queer, dude. I bet you try and eat him out and he gets really, really confused.
I don't try to eat him out.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't ever. I would not even go near.
I bet he gets confused because of the way that you walk into his apartment and he's like, were you just with your other partner?
That's never happened because I don't have other partners.
That's not what everyone's saying.
That's not
like,
true.
Everyone's been saying it
Who
about you.
Who says that?
Like so many people have been saying.
Yeah?
Yes.
Not even a little.
Well, I feel like there's something that you need to work through.
I would never be poly.
Openly, yeah.
Mostly because I would get BV so quickly.
Well,
but also because I'm spiritually against it.
And that's like what you're telling everyone. But what everyone's saying behind your back and now to your face, I'm a real friend, I'm telling you. Everyone's been saying that like
you're getting on my last fucking nerve.
The way that you drink coffee
that's not coffee, it's
kind
water.
Of they.
It's water.
That's they.
That's not they.
This is they, dude.
That's straight.
I don't know.
That's a Stanley cup. That's like straight white girl.
Well, then
cup.
why is there a rainbow on it, you little they?
Because that was the only option. I'll black it out. I'll black it out.
You'll black it out?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll put a MAGA sticker across it.
You're so repressed. Well, your little MAGA king, he's poly in the way that he has so many partners behind his wife's back.
Don't say my little poly king.
Yeah, your little P king, your PK.
I don't like Trump. I'm not voting for Trump. Just so everybody knows. Because I also want to say this.
Oh, well, I want to say this.
That sometimes you guys watch this podcast and it's like you get confused with when we're joking, and maybe it's just because we're so good at what we do. You got it, like it flies over your heads.
It's really funny to me. Our YouTube comments are like, "Whoa,
you guys are being really insensitive to Roe v. Wade.
And I'm like,
we got one last week, and this girl was
this
like,
isn't
"I don't
This American Life."
I'm not fucking Ira Glass, okay? And I love Ira, okay?
And I got confused because you're a dead ringer, sweetie. I got confused.
Somebody left a comment. They were like, "I don't understand how you can be against abortion when you're talking about how you just had one." And I'm like, "That's because I'm joking. Like I'm obvious. Maybe it's not so obvious."
Yeah.
But
you should tell them you would get it if you were poly like me.
I don't understand. What?
I'm saying you should get on your account and type back, you would get the joke if you were poly like me. And when I'm speaking as you.
Right.
Because you're poly, I'm not, you are.
That's not true. I swear to God.
Gabby
if anybody
Lamb
was here,
is poly.
Anybody in this room is going to be poly. It's so you.
But the thing about me is it ain't.
I mean, it is.
No, it ain't, because I get too jealous. I could never.
Well, okay.
And also, I'm very sexually like locked down.
What does that mean?
It's like I can't just
down?
like, you know, like I'm not like throwing. I can't just like be like throwing cat around.
Not true.
It's like a little true.
Not from what I've seen.
No, because from what you've seen,
that thing be thangin'.
You know,
that thing.
I was celibate.
Yeah.
For a year.
You know, it's true. Out of every friend I've ever had, you're the one who probably has the least amount of sex.
Yeah, because there was the time in 2021 where I was crazy.
But you have the energy of somebody that do in 2019. That thing.
I do have hoe energy. I will say that. The way that like
I wouldn't even say it's hoe energy. It's just like it's an energy of just like,
what is it?
It's not even hoe energy, because hoe energy is like, I don't know, but it's like not even hoe. It's just like an energy of like. I just like would see you and I'd be like, she doesn't even seem like a hoe. She just seems like ran through. You know what I mean?
See, and I feel that. But see, this is how I feel when I look at you and I go, she is having a gender crisis. They are having sorry. Oop. They are having a gender crisis. I think that the more men that you sleep with, like the gayer you just actually are. Because I feel like you're running from your truth. And I think you're like a poly queerdo.
What I do hate,
libtard.
What I do hate is that I think most people would agree with you. And what I also hate is how many comments we get on things, and not even us, but like every time I'm like a guest on a podcast, people go, "Nice try, that's a man."
Okay, nice try. At least they're acknowledging.
So riddle me this. Can men get pregnant?
Actually,
okay. No. Now we're gonna fire up a whole debate. Never mind. That sounds transphobic. That's not what I meant.
So Gabby, that was interesting.
I didn't mean for that to sound transphobic.
That was interesting. Yeah. And you get mad at the comments saying, "Hey, you kind of give MAGA." It rhymes with bunt.
Yeah. Clunt.
Yeah, you give MAGA clunt.
Yeah.
MAGA
clunts don't look like me though.
Yeah, they do.
They look like you.
No, they don't.
They do.
Yeah, you can pull up a rally picture.
Yeah,
and they all have a lot of them have tattoos. There's American flag tattoos, but
they don't look like me, sweetie.
They look like you, sweetie.
They don't look like me, sweetie. They look like you.
Yeah, sweetie.
Yeah, sweetie.
I don't know, sweetie. Their skin isn't as luminous as mine, sweetie.
I'm getting that's true. That's true. Because their skin is filled with hate. And when your skin is filled with hate, it looks bad.
Yeah. So make sure you guys hydrate.
Make sure you hydrate. It's full of vodka.
It honestly,
vodka and
today
Molly.
is giving relapse.
I honestly wish.
Well, here's the tea. I have extensions now, so I'm kind of just.
I was waiting for you to bring that up.
Okay.
So we both have the same exact extensions. They're beads. They're Bellamy. Love it. Can't recommend them.
We go to the same hair girl.
Can't recommend them.
You send
enough.
Actually, maybe we can't talk about that, never mind.
Yeah. We'll zip that one right up.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get my ass beat.
But all I know is this is how I've always wanted my hair. I've always wanted my hair to be long. And sweetie, now I'm like waiting for the next thing I want to change about myself.
What do you think the next thing's going to be? You wouldn't go thin eyebrows. Your eyebrows are good. Don't go thin.
No.
You would look good with thin eyebrows, though. But they're good. Yours are good.
I want to get a touch of lip filler.
I mean, we're right next to Laser
To
Away.
Laser Away? Did they do that there?
Yeah, it's where I got my first round of filler.
Ooh.
The bitch didn't fucking numb me though.
Oh.
It was my first time getting lip filler. I walk in there. I have no idea what to do. She didn't offer to numb me. And it was the worst pain I've ever experienced.
Well, there's a thing that's widely known that queer people have a higher pain tolerance. And so you probably just, walked in there the way that you do. And she said, oh, I know this being can handle a lot.
I'm literally like fuming right now. I'm legitimately fuming.
Well, I feel like I'm fuming because you were trying to, feel like, say that.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Party City and I'm going to buy a bunch of the fake like glass vases that you can break on things. But I'm not going to tell you that they're breakable. I'm going to bring them in here. And when you make me crazy, when you make me mad, I'm going to pick one up. I'm going to hit you over the head with it.
Yeah.
So it shatters.
But see, that in itself is poly because
It's
you're
not
trying to buy,
poly.
you're buying multiple things of one thing.
Why is that poly?
I don't know. It just inherently is. Why do you walk poly? I don't know. You just do. So
I don't walk poly. There's not a specific poly walk.
Do you like
what
that
you're
we-
describing is autistic. That's how autistic people walk. Yeah.
call it what you want.
So you're saying that so then what you're saying is that all autistic people are poly.
When you put it like that, I don't want to say that.
It seems like you're full of prejudice and hate.
It seems like you are. You're the one that I saw your voting registration. You're literally voting for Trump.
I'm literally not. I'm not.
Prove
Yeah,
it.
because we haven't even gotten the registration stuff to vote yet.
I know, but you and I are both addicted to lying. We can kind of just say
That's
whatever.
not true. I'm not voting for Trump.
What did you say in that?
I'm not voting for Trump.
I like that when you're blinking, when you're winking, it's actually just turning into a blink.
I wouldn't actually vote for Trump. My dad would, though. My dad loves him.
Yeah.
He loves him.
My dad doesn't. My dad is like, he's so liberal, he goes back to being like offensive. You know, when someone's trying so hard.
Yeah, like every fucking liberal cuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. The liberals that make me hate being liberal.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like, all right, relax. We get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad, one time there was a new coworker at my dad's last job. And he actually, I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm going to, but because I already started. But there was this new coworker that my dad started working with, and he's like, "Oh my God, she's amazing! Oh, she's amazing!" I was like, "Oh, like cool. Like what's her tea? What's going on?" He's like, "Oh, she's this really strong, amazing African American Black queen, and oh my God!" And I'm like, "Okay, great. Well, like what else? Like what What's going on?"
He's like, I just didn't know black women could do as good as a job.
I just like, and she's black and she's here. And I'm like, okay. So what's going on there?
No, see, it's overcompensating.
Yeah. And I go, this is toxic what you're doing.
You know what I can't stop thinking about? And maybe you've seen this tweet circulating. It made it over to Instagram as like a meme, but it was a tweet. And it's this girl, it's a text exchange. I can't stop thinking about it.
What?
It's a text exchange between a guy and a girl, and he texts her and he's like, "Good morning, queen." And she's like, she goes, "Hi, I actually don't like being referred to as like with femme terms."
Mm-hmm.
And then he responds back and he's like, "I don't think this is going to work because of your sensitivity problems. Bye." And then he blocks her because then she like texts and it goes to green.
Oh.
And I can't stop thinking about it. And it's like there's this whole conversation happening in the comment section of the tweet. And everybody's like, these are two of the most annoying people I've ever seen. You know, and people are like, why are you? Then they're like coming after her and they're like, why are you calling him out? And you're being just as fucking annoying. Like it's a whole thing.
So here's my thing.
Yeah.
And this is unfortunately a really good take. We know we have way too much access to strangers, and we know way too much about everyone. It's like I would love.
That is true.
I miss who I was 30 seconds ago when I didn't know any of that. And I don't want to on TikTok, it really stresses me out because like you open the fucking app and then everyone's like, look at that. Okay, so here's the person's Hinge profile I went on last night. Now let's go through it one by one and see where the red flag should have been. Now here's what we did, and here's where we went, and here's a sneaky picture I took on the date. And I'm like, oh my heavens.
Can nothing just exist between two people anymore?
And this is being said by two people that have such violently bad ADHD and a chronic oversharing compulsion.
Absolutely.
And if that's coming from
obsessed
us,
with oversharing.
no, I am addicted to oversharing.
There is no moment in my life that is sacred. That is true.
When I was putting boric acid in at 2:30 a.m. last night, I
Yeah.
was like, with these nails, I was like, this is so funny. I should put this on Patreon. And I was like, that's insane. That's insane.
No, because I think
I have these urges and I'm like, why would I was like, I need to go get the journal out.
Yeah.
I don't need to be sharing everything.
But that's kind of what's fun about the Patreon is that we can use it as
like a video diary.
a video diary, which is like what I'm kind of enjoying about it because I'm like trying to dial back like posting everything on my story.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like fun to kind of move it over behind the paywall. So the people that really want to know what's going on.
Yeah. But yeah, just in regards to like the texts and stuff, I just think that I mean, if they're not like outing, and I'll block out someone's name if I share something and it's like whatever, but and like I'll post funny shit from like that my friends have sent me on my Insta and like they know that I do that, so whatever. But when we start bringing like the public, you know, pitchfork crew,
that's right, yeah,
to someone that we don't really even know, that's when I'm just like, yo,
well, it's even like
for like, you know, small things. Obviously, if someone does something really egregious and like criminal to you,
yeah,
and like traumatic, yeah, okay, we should talk about that. But like, I don't know. Now I feel like people are being penalized for just like being annoying, or like if you just don't have chemistry with someone, they're like, look at this asshole. And I'm like, yo, like it was just a bad date. Like keep it pushing, fam. Like
that's so true. God, I remember when my ex, she eating green, when he went crazy after, I mean, I made him crazy, but like after we broke up and he went on his Instagram story, he like posted.
Oh, I forgot.
Remember when he posted all of that shit on his story about me?
Yeah.
And then he was like posting clown emojis over his own face. And he was like,
that was a bit
looks
funny.
like that was funny. But
that was kind of funny. I was like, okay.
Yeah. And he was like, guess I'm the real clown here with the circus music. And I was just like, can you not do that, please? Yeah. And I remember all my friends were sending it to me and they're like, yo, what's going on? And I was like, this is so embarrassing.
But you want to know what? I think we should have an ounce of grace for that because you and I have had mental breakdown. Like the breakup you went through right before the pandemic, and then the one I went through into like I just saw a comic last night not last night, the night before, who literally brought it up. They were like, do you remember when you had that mental breakdown in 2020?
Mm-hmm. And that's like, honestly, that's on nothing being sacred. And that's on us talking about how things should remain sacred.
But this is also part of the reason why I deleted my Twitter, because I didn't like, and like, I mean, I know like we were just like teasing the beginning, but like when you were like, oh, like ran through, like that's part of the reason I also deleted my Twitter, because like when I was in my open phase, I was documenting every single thing.
I know.
Just swallowed cum.
I've done the same thing. Because it's so funny for a bit, and then like
also
it's drunk. Entertaining.
I was literally wasted.
Yeah.
For
like
almost, I mean, at least like 4 nights out of the week, 5 nights out of the week. And I'm just like tweeting these horrific things, and then I'm like amassing a following for this persona.
People love chaos.
They love chaos, and like I love chaos. I was like revenge driven. I was really vindictive, and just like this sloppy. I mean, I was a sloppy ass hoe.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you come out, and then I was and in like the most painful relationship, and then you get out of that, and you're like, ugh, I don't want to be attached to this anymore.
That's why. I mean, honestly, it's like why social media is so bad for us, because it's like everything that you would have just like gossiped about with your friends or put in a journal,
it just like
we just put it online now, and we're just like, everybody needs to feel my pain, and then time goes on and you're like, didn't need to do that.
Yeah. And on one hand, it's like at least we're not, accountants doing this, because that's think
true.
I'm trying to find a glimmer of a silver lining here, but you know what I mean? Like if we were like accountants, if we were like veterinarians and we're like, yo, just got a cum shot in the dome, like that's crazy.
But I think for the most part that veterinarians and accountants don't do those things because they're not unhinged like people in entertainment are.
Well, right. There's a reason why, and we've already discussed this reason 75 million times. It's our fucked up moms and dads, but LOL. But like, there's a reason why we gravitated towards entertainment.
only really seriously
And not
ill
even the
people
classy
do.
side of entertainment. It's like
Yeah.
wild child comedian.
Yeah, not like the Oscar award winning Meryl Streep side of entertainment.
No, we're not actors on The Bear.
No. It's like Eric Andre jackass type of entertainment.
Yeah.
Where it's like the only way that you can get attention is by putting things up your asshole and screaming.
There's this, yes, 100%. There's these, I forget even what account it is that I'm following that I keep seeing this, but I keep seeing like all these like highbrow comedians and actors do this thing by their Criterion channel where they're like, walk us through your favorite films, or like, hey, and I'm like, I would never ever be asked to do that.
You know who it's giving. It's giving not Criterion channel, I'll tell you that.
No, it's the antithesis of the Criterion channel.
Yeah, it's giving the Eric Andre show.
Yeah.
Which to me is so funny.
When he ended his last special by tucking, I thought that to me was comedy genius.
I was on his Instagram last night. I was laughing at his. He went to the RNC and was trying to talk to Alex Jones.
Yes,
dude, all the Republican people like pushing him.
Yes,
and I was like, it's crazy. It was crazy watching him because he just like keeps laughing and like I would have been heated. How do you not turn around and like?
I think because he knows he's going there to mess with people.
Yeah.
When he gets in that woman's face and he's like, "Are you anti-abortion? I'm Uncle Abortion."
It's so funny. How do none of these people know that that's Eric Andre? Do they just not know who he is? They must just...
I mean, yeah, I guess just different circles. I don't know.
It reminds me of like Sacha Baron Cohen when he was doing Borat, and it's like Borat had already come out and then he keeps going back and he's doing it still. And I'm like, does nobody know that this is a bit?
Right? Maybe because he waited so long, or maybe because like people don't expect that to happen like in their town or something. I have no idea.
When he was talking to Rudy Giuliani,
that was legit crazy.
That was okay. So I guess we should get into the literal stories.
Wait, and I know I've asked you 75 times. What is it? One more time.
So we're doing a round 2 on what do your exes have in common?
Oh, okay. I don't know if I said this last episode. Almost everyone, and like it's getting a little bit funny, but so many people I date have dead parents.
That is interesting.
So I don't know, or estranged parents.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
It's a shorty.
Quick and easy. What exes have in common? Hello, lovely ladies. I'm from Essex and England. Okay. Think cognitive.
Harper's not lovely ladies, they, them.
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's you. It's literally you.
My pronouns, she, her, she's, they, them. They or they, them.
Well, you're not even getting mine right.
Well,
you're they, them. You have a rainbow
stand. You're they, them.
You walk on your toes. You walk like you only call people partner.
Don't.
Already did. And you walk on your toes. Everyone, Gabby walks on her toes.
I literally don't.
Gabby walks on their toes. Gabby walks on their toes.
I don't walk on my toes. I don't walk on my toes.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You walk on your toes.
No, I don't.
And you go, excuse me.
Harper does this thing when we're at home.
No, I don't.
Okay, do you know when dogs have worms and they drag their buttholes all over the carpet because they're itchy? She
do
literally
that.
does that every
At least my lie is real. Yours is just outlandish. And if anything, you do that. I just saw how you were doing your makeup the other day. You put your butt on the ground and it's literally like weird. And you want to know what else it is?
What?
You know what it is.
What?
Polly. Think Cockney, but less intense an accent, but more trashy.
They what? They groom her?
What the hell?
What did she say? You said they groom me?
So now you know how to use pronouns. Yeah, so I'm from excuse me. Still a little okay. I'm from Essex in England. Think Cockney, but less intense an accent, but more trashy. Please feel free to go for it with an impersonation. Want to try it?
No, because I already know what it sounds like. It's an ugly accent. It's like the ugliest of the English accents.
Is it like, hello, babes?
It's, no.
Isn't Cockney like
sort
that?
of. Cockney is like.
But then she said trashy, like.
It's from. So my ex is from Hull, and he talked like that. All right, I'm from Hull, mate. All right, and the women have the ugliest accents. All right, mate. That sounds kind of.
Hi, babes.
So ugly.
Okay.
Is
husband-
Essex, Northern England, whatever, doesn't matter. I
Okay,
think it's-
honestly, England's made up. But my
is
husband
made
and
up.
only long-term relationship before both have the same initials and their mums have the same name. Not much else, but
Weird.
weird coincidence. Much love.
That is a weird coincidence.
That is interesting.
Okay. So English. Do you think maybe it's because England is so incest? Do you know that?
Yes, but wait, this is a good one.
How does it make you feel that we're of English descent? You probably
like
I don't know where this is going. Okay. Exes suddenly okay.
There was gonna be a bit there and then you lost it.
Yeah,
But
just don't even have it.
okay,
Exes suddenly diagnosed with cancer when I broke it off.
cool.
I only have 2 serious exes, but they both have something in common. Both claim to have recently been diagnosed with cancer when I was breaking up with them. Now that is wild. That's wild.
That's crazy.
Both?
Jeez.
What do you but maybe they do have cancer and maybe it's as a result. Maybe it's a result of dating you. Maybe
you got like a radioactive
punani.
Yeah.
Or maybe you
Puccini.
stressed them out so much that they developed brain cancer.
Yeah. Or maybe you were just in their pussies too much and they got colon.
I don't know, girl. It sounds like a you thing.
I don't know, but like I'm kind of not mad at
I'm
it.
kind of mad at it either.
It's kind of like witchy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, both were lying.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
That's really funny.
That's so crazy.
Both were lying, of course, as they are men, and never went to the doctor screaming. Yeah, because riddle me this. Has a man ever been to the doctor?
No, he just calls his mom and tells him what's wrong.
Yeah.
My mommy will tell me. My mommy can die. My mommy won't help me get over it.
Mm-hmm. And then she gives him a cup of warm milk and then jerks him off.
And then jerks him off.
Do you
Yeah.
like that? Is my baby like that? I know what to do because he's my son.
Yeah.
I know how to work that thing.
Ew.
Ew.
Reminds me of that show Smothered. I
So
can't.
good. Never went to the doctor. Men don't go to the doctor.
No.
I don't know any man that's ever been to the doctor. For real. Let alone any kind of specialist who would take the necessary time to diagnose them.
Okay.
It was simply a fucked up ploy for sympathy. The fake diagnosis, something you would do. The fake diagnosis
that's
came with
literally
lots.
Literally. You.
I did pretend that I was in a car accident to get a guy to text me
Okay, so there you go.
when I was in high school. The fake diagnosis, he never texted me. The fake diagnosis came with lots of tears and I need yous. I ended the one. Well, guess what, sweetie? Do you think that she doesn't want to stay with you when you don't have cancer? She's not going to stay with you when you're when you have it.
Oh my God. I met this Czech guy at a bar in New York and he started telling me all about how he was in this chaotic relationship and it was really passionate, but then he had to break it off because like it's too crazy. I'm like, okay, you're weak. But then he said that the reason why I can never forgive her is because she pretended to be pregnant. And then she pretended that she lost the baby at 6 months when she was never pregnant at all. She just like wanted
6
me.
months is crazy.
And I was like,
That's such a long time to fake a pregnancy.
I was like, okay, so she can commit.
I faked mine.
I know you did.
All of that
Yeah,
it was fake.
I know.
When I went to get the ultrasound,
Mm-hmm.
fake.
Okay. When they put the thing on,
Yeah.
they like, I don't see a baby, but I do see gay urges. So, and then you got on your tippy toes and you
And I marched out. They said they thumbs can't get pregnant. I said, yes, we can. Yes, we can.
This episode is so bad.
It's
Okay.
so bad. That's crazy. 6 months.
6 months, dude.
Bitch, no.
Okay.
Okay, simply.
You're kind of boring.
Also, it's like if you're gonna fake a pregnancy, like fake it up to like 3 months, where you still can't even tell if they're really pregnant or not.
No, I know. No, she went for 6.
Like
I'm like,
that's
damn.
wild.
I
Okay.
know.
Let alone any kind of specialist who take the necessary time to diagnose them. It was simply a fucked up play for sympathy. The fake diagnosis came with lots of tears, and I need yous. I can't believe this happened to you twice. I ended the one relationship immediately, but unfortunately stayed with the other for too long. The dick was fire, and he really got in my head.
Okay.
Funny how the cancer never came up again.
Oh.
Yo, what, dude? So he tells you he has cancer, then you decide to stay with him,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just like is never mentioned again.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You know how it is. That's crazy.
I do know how it is. You could probably diagnose both these exes with some kind of narcissistic personality disorder. One legit had bipolar, but I suspect borderline personality disorder, and the other was just deeply traumatized. Was just a deeply traumatized human. Either way, to claim to have a deadly disease to try to make. Is cancer a disease? Because like a disease is like chlamydia or HIV. Cancer's a disease.
Yeah, because it's like your cells or your body's attacking itself.
Well,
Chlamydia is chlamydia a disease?
yeah, it's a sexually transmitted disease.
STD. Okay, pretend I didn't ask that. Pretend I didn't
Well,
ask
I guess I did change it to I.
that. Well, guess what? It's an infection. There it is.
I don't know, like disease for cancer, like those, it just like doesn't fit. You know, I'm
Excuse
like,
me. Yeah.
what's it called? Like leprosy seems like a disease. Cancer seems like it's just like cancer, like it's in its own.
Yeah, it's its
category.
own thing.
It's like it's it's
Like you
an
can't even lump her
island.
in with the other. Like she's not like other girls.
Yeah, she's not like other girls.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're wrong. Ooh, okay. Either way, to claim to have a deadly disease to try to make someone feel sorry for you is gross and inexcusable. They are both alive and well, except one is actually suffering from congestive heart failure and kidney disease from a life of opiates and meth and poor nutrition. So I guess when you said they're both alive and well, one of them is.
Yeah, one of them. You were being generous.
Yeah. He's only 47 and he's my kid's dad.
Oh.
Well, but that's a story for a different prompt.
Oh.
What prompt would that be? I'm an elder millennial, so there's not a big age gap. So please don't worry. Neither one actually ever had cancer. Damn. Anyway, sorry for the long email. I appreciate the laughs, the stories, and your sweethearts. Keep doing what you love. That wasn't even long, sis. That was a really good one.
No, that was really good.
How do you date two guys that pretend they have cancer?
That's so insane.
Damn.
Have you ever dated someone that lied to you about something like that?
I mean, as far as I know, no. Because
As
they
far as
lied
I
about
know,
it.
yeah.
You have?
No. I'm saying like, yeah, I haven't dated someone.
Yeah, not somebody who's like faked having something. I think I've dated people who have lied about a lot of other things,
Mhm.
but not. God, I want you to read this one, but I don't know what even that it goes to. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna find another one for you. We're all scattered in the emails. This girl's continuously emailing, dude. She's back.
That's legit crazy.
I know. Okay. There we go.
Oh. Okay. Wow. Oh. Okay, so this is big U energy. Christian exes with mommy issues and Asian fetishes.
I've never
Gabby.
dated. No. Yeah, I've dated guys with mommy issues.
Well, what about your AF? Hey, honks. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I'm
I
a
like that she
lesbian.
says that because it's like 4 paragraphs.
Okay. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I'm a lesbian for context, Gabby.
Boo.
Ex number one, well, that's your own, so I wouldn't be getting so mad, sweetheart. Ex number one, detransitioned Christian with mommy issues.
Whoa.
I dated my first ever girlfriend in high school for about 3 months, and it was a little baby gay relationship because we were like 14. But after I broke up with her on a phone call, I found out she was sent to a mental hospital, Gabby, because of me. And about 4 to 5 months later, my
So
friend
you.
saw her at church, Gabby,
You.
being like super religious, Gabby. But when we dated,
You.
she was, yeah, when she dated, or when we dated, she was a total Satanist.
Satanist.
See, I could
Satanist isn't a word.
not.
Satanist.
Well, you would know about that too, sweetheart. Anyway, a couple years later, I found her Instagram, and she's a total Jesus freak now. You. When
It's not me.
It's not me. It's you.
You're literally a satanist. A satanist.
I'm a Satanist.
You are a satanist.
I love satin.
You're such
I love satin.
so satanist.
I'm so satin.
Okay.
Something nasty's brewing over here. I can't tell what it is. When I knew her, she went by he, they, Gabby pronouns, and now goes by her old dead name.
Hold on. So
She's a Jesus freak now.
she's a Jesus freak now, but before that was a Satanist, and was like transitioning.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking of satanic ritual. when I was saying that word. I got confused. Okay, anyways. Yeah. And then
this person is, they should be in a mental hospital because what's actually happening right now. They're Satanists and then they transitioned to that and then they're man, now they're back to what's going on.
Okay, it seems like you're going to the RNC, so let's just move on because I don't want to get you worked up again. Someone's jealous. Ex number 2, mommy issues. I dated this girl for about 2 years. I don't know how on earth she had mommy issues because her mother and I were super close. Well, there you go. And she was a great parent. But the amount of times this ex told me I reminded her of her mom and she felt cared for from me was wild. And not in a cute way, but in a creepy I'm dating my mom way. It always made me feel gross, and I felt the need to genuinely baby her as if she wasn't also 2 years older than me. We also didn't meet at an age where a 2-year age gap is normal. She was also a white girl that was a little too into learning Japanese, Gabby, and everyone she's been romantically involved with has looked like me, Asian, even down to the haircuts and style too, not just the Asian part. Okay, that's pretty wild.
Oh, okay.
Okay, whoa. Ex number 3, mommy.
Hold on.
Oh,
but the age gap not being appropriate. What are we talking like?
well, she was probably a minor, and then the girl was like 19 or something.
19. She was like 17.
Can you imagine? 21 and 23.
Yeah. Yeah, the only time an age gap like that would be inappropriate is literally you're just still a minor.
A minor. Okay. Ex number 3, mommy and daddy issues and wild Christian. I dated a girl from a conservative area for a while, and she had mentioned she was Christian. I thought it was like in a normal way, given the fact that she's gay and dating me. The day we broke up, I found out that she fully believed in the rapture and the second coming of Christ or whatever, and is a total born again Christian.
So
she also told me she was worried about me. When I told her to practice some Buddhism. I come from a Buddhist family, and she also has a lot of religious trauma with her mom, and her mom absolutely hated me and tried to get her to date men when she was with me. She also doesn't like homeless people. What the fuck? Well, neither does Gab, so it's okay.
Well, who does? Huh? Who does? Riddle me that. You guys going out and hanging out with them?
When we were in our volunteering era, I just want to say, we need to go back to that.
I was actually thinking about it this morning. I was like, that was such a nice thing to do.
It was so nice. Like, we actually were kind of nasty for dropping off, but we should go back. That was so sweet.
It was just so early. It was 6 a.m.
I know, but they have to be on the streets 24/7. We can like wake up out of our warm beds.
Yeah, but it's not like they have jobs. They can just like go back to sleep. They have to wake up, get a donut, and then go back to sleep. We're doing crack. Like it's pretty.
So that was actually kind of crazy. Now I'm dating a girl that is Christian, but in a normal way. And she doesn't really practice anything. She's not white and doesn't say I remind her of her mom. Her and I are both mixed, so we're just racist to each other. She does call me mommy, but it's fine now because I'm actually older than her this time. And she's actually the hottest person I've ever seen in my life.
I love that.
Okay, this is hot. So I think I'll let her get away with anything at this point. Anyway, I love the pod. Y'all make me laugh and brighten my week. Please play more Fuck, Marry, Kill with family members. It's my fave game. Oh my God, say less. Also, here's a pic just for you guys of me getting a temporary tattoo tramp stamp at a public beach in front of kids.
Girl, go get one for real, for real.
Oh my God.
Not in front of kids.
Wait, literally go off.
Wait, let me see that picture again.
Okay, they're fun.
They are fun. Everybody's looking hot, except for I hate that your friend is wearing fucking Converse, like in the sand, and jeans.
Yeah, it's a little bit funny.
It is a little bit funny. That was a wild story.
That was a really good story. Sorry, Gabby was relating so hard to it.
And that's on the evangelicals running the country. That's Trump's whole fan base. That's why things are an issue.
Okay, I feel like you just said something that would make me angry, but I didn't hear it. But here's what I know.
Why? Because you're so committed to being an evangelical.
Okay, I love that. That was cool. Okay, here you go.
Christian girl.
No.
My exes are consistently born on December 15th. Okay, Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius.
What are some traits of Sages?
I don't know, but they're compatible with Leos. Love Sag.
Okay, so someone's being fake and it's not me.
That's it. It's
okay.
It's a statistical anomaly. My friends and I tried to calculate the odds, and it's off the charts. More than 50% of the people I've dated, slept with, have been born on December 15th. I've considered happy birthday group texts. That's really funny. That's
interesting.
That's wild. I've dated 2 guys that have had the same birthday, and they have basically the same names. Craig and Greg. Well, their birthdays are one day apart, so I guess it's not the same day, but it is interesting. It's a little bit interesting.
That is, yeah, okay.
Yeah. They're both Geminis. No thanks.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Want to read another one? Because I was so tiny.
Yeah. What? I'm like confused because we still like there's so many things in here. Okay. I'm gonna can I read this one?
Yeah.
Just battered men.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hey, honk. So I have a story for you. This is my first time writing in, and I thought the prompt was very fitting for what I'm dealing with recently. Literally 3 hours before I came across this prompt, I was literally doing unhinged, crazy ex-girlfriend things that I cannot speak on publicly. Girl, you have to speak on that publicly.
You have to.
That's what we're here for.
You're writing in anonymously. Some people make up fake emails too. If like you don't even want us to like.
Yeah.
We're not ever gonna say y'all's names.
And we forget everything that we've read anyway.
Okay, when we met someone in Long Beach, they were like, "Oh my god, I wrote the blah 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 story," and I was like, "Oh my god," because I wanted to be nice, but that story was already long gone out of my head.
We don't revisit any of these.
I will remember you if like we have DM'd before. That's just how my brain works. Like I will remember that, I will. I know you don't. But I for stories.
Yeah, no way. All right. I wish you told us. Okay, anyway. But coming out of that haze, not only was I embarrassed, but I also had the time to reflect on the men I choose to involve myself with and what side of me they bring out. Okay, this is giving self-aware. I like this. Anyway, as I acted out of character in the name of love, and isn't that what we all do?
Yeah.
LOL, I realized a common theme between the two men that I've officially dated and the plethora of men that I just hang out with. That is that I'm attracted to men that are damaged beyond the core. Honestly, me and you, sister queen.
Mm-hmm.
I date extraordinarily damaged men. Like bad.
That's also very Al-Anonic.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I date really a lot of very toxic guys. Or like, guys that are like truly not interested in me. Like
a common trait in the rooms that I'm in are like the 12 step is like all people date are like either other addicts, people that have like so many people date people that have partners that don't have parents or like have like a strong family, and then also like people that just like need to be saved. Like you have like this like almost like God complex. You're like, okay, like let me take in all the, you know, the broken people.
I don't know what like.
It's probably familiar.
I don't know because I'm also an addict that dates addicts and they're all really broken, but then I'm all fucked up too. I don't know. Anyway. Okay. I feel like the men that I date though are like you've dated some like pretty gnarly ones. I feel like mine are kind of worse in a what maybe I don't know. Like we date different kinds of damaged guys.
So I like I haven't dated a violent person in years, but like that was a common trait of a few and again it wasn't every single time, but it was like every other one was like violent.
Yeah,
I'm like okay, but then I always date people that cross boundaries, that like will call me way too many times or like just show up at my place or whatever, or I don't
That's
even know.
Interesting.
I like date people that have no regulation over their temper.
I think it's because those titties make them go crazy.
I think the titties in this juicer got them acting up.
They got them acting up.
I go, okay.
I get the opposite where it's like I date guys and then I become the one who's like calling way too many times and is obsessive.
Oh, I want to make it clear that I have gone. I mean, you know, for the OG listeners, slap in the box. You think that was a nice highlight of my life? No, that was like me. But that honestly, I needed to go slap in the box because that's what put me into. That's like what helped put me into Al-Anon.
We all hit
I'm
our
like,
bottoms.
I'm bottoming out.
Yeah, the bottoms lead you to hopefully to the top, you know,
or sometimes to deeper bottoms,
or a deeper bottom. You never know. Okay, so I date men that are damaged beyond the core. It took me a long time to accept the deep within myself that I chose men who most mirror my dark aspects but do not fully match my emotional intelligence. Ooh, This is like
you're smart.
This is like looking in the mirror, sis. I feel this way too. This is the result of being a first generation single child. Okay, relatable, to a single mother who loves but does not like you. very relatable.
Yep.
My mom is not a single mom, but I mean, she might as well have been. That's what it felt like.
Mhm.
That's so interesting. And my mom said that to me one day. She said, she was like,
That's one of the most painful
I
things.
love you, but I don't think I like you. And I was like, yo, it's so sick.
My mom said that to me in middle school and then again in high school and then probably like last week. But yeah.
Yeah. So sick.
I used to have a bit about it, but my mom, it was on Thanksgiving one year and we had gotten into a fight and then I was about to like see her and she sends me an article that says 5 reasons why it's normal to love someone but not like them. And I'm like, hey,
So fucked up.
what?
That's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm thinking about it and I'm like, well, do parents have to like their kids? Not really.
No, but I would say just like, again, it's like the less I know, the better. Just keep it to yourself.
Keep that one to yourself.
Because I think that's why I'm on this, endless quest for validation because I want so bad. Like I have to have my mom blocked on most things because otherwise that self-esteem just plummets so low because she like hates every single thing that I do. And I'm like, well.
But then she's like obsessed with you.
I know. I'm like, okay. It's giving the guys my DMs. It's like, you hate me, sis, but then.
Kind of is. Yeah, like pick a lane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Clearly the blueprints were not presented to me. Clearly the blueprints were not presented to me from the jump, but I am learning to actively choose better every day. Now, as to what specific thing do they all have in common? They have worse mommy issues than I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I truthfully think they like men. This is funny.
Interesting.
Not even in a gay way, but like, I know you don't like women by how you treat them type of thing.
Yep.
I think that also I have a BPD. Also, I have BPD and relate so much with you both and your sensitivity and lack thereof. Okay, well, I don't have BPD. So since I started listening to you, I found another corner in the universe where I feel understood. So thank you for that. I will definitely write in more in the future. Okay, I love that. I can like respond with like an automated response in the email and it says, beautiful story, or we are excited to see your story unfold.
Yeah.
Those are auto responses.
And that's on Beautiful Story.
And that's on, that is on Beautiful Story.
That was really good.
They
Also,
have
I
worse
love-
mommy issues than I do. I've dated a lot of men that have very bad mommy issues
Mhm.
to the point where it's like they love their moms so much or they like hate.
Well, it's like either coda or like there's like an enemy.
Like, because I've dated guys who like love their moms so much and then they hate women. And they treat women like shit because it's like they deeply resent their mothers because the mothers showed them too much love.
Well, yeah,
I like
smothering.
And I like my boyfriend now because he just like hates his mom in general.
Oh.
Like he just doesn't fuck with his mom. They like don't fuck with each other, and I like that. I like that they don't fuck with each other. But the guys that I've dated that are the worst have moms that like smother them, that baby them, and then they resent them deep down, and they treat women like shit as a result of it.
Wow.
So, do you want to do another one?
Yeah.
Guess we could call this a day because it's a long one.
Okay, I'll read the longie. Oh. Okay. My criminal statutory exes with DUIs, theft heart. Let me take that back. My criminal statutory exes with DUIs, theft charges, and faggot activities. There's more.
All right.
Okay, queen. Hi, honks. I love your podcast. I've started watching recently and I'm obsessed. I have the same type of humor as you guys, so I die literally every episode. And the tangents you go on about she got them spider bite titties and shit. Sorry, Gabby, but I have them too. But they're so good for low-cut
Why
dresses.
did you say sorry? Why are you apologizing?
Well, because...
Are you apologizing because you feel bad that I also have small tits?
Yeah, you got them
Why
spider
didn't you
bite.
apologize to Harper for having big tits?
Because you know that doesn't need an apology.
Because it doesn't. Because people see girls with small tits and they go, I'm sorry.
They go, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But it's okay because Gab's,
What? Somewhat. Don't know.
Well, it makes sense that you don't have big boobs for
It
the way that
does?
you are.
Why does it make sense that I don't have big boobs?
For the way that you are.
What's the way that I am?
They.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Then why are you literally tapping your foot? Because I know you want to just get up there and do your little twinkle toes right now.
It's not funny.
It literally is funny. And you're trying to make it not funny. But it literally is funny. And that's the thing that pisses you off.
I don't like you, and I don't like the girl that wrote in and apologized to me for having small tits.
Well, you know what, Gab? I think on behalf of everyone listening right now, if anyone still is, I'm sorry. Okay. So, how about that? Anyway, about my faggot cunt exes, I've changed names so you can include LMAO or have I. Okay, this is wild.
Yeah. I like that she's like being mysterious, but like she's like, have I? It's like, I don't know.
No, it's literally you trying to be mysterious. Okay. Brandon is one of them. He was my first of many to tell me that my self-harm was his fault and that I should just break up with him then if being with him makes me want to off myself. So I did dump him. He was also so fruity. This dude was a car guy and drove a Subaru, so that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
What he had in common with the next guy, Tyrone, was that he looked up to him most. And that's, of course, why I had sex with him.
Wait, what?
And then proceeded. What he had in common with the next guy, Tyrone, her following ex, was that he looked up to him the most. And that's, of course, why I had sex with him, then proceeded to date him for 3 times as long as the first guy.
Your ex looked up to your new...
Brandon, I guess, idolized this man Tyrone.
Okay.
So then she got with him.
Okay.
Okay, yep, come on. All right. Then proceeded to date him for 3 times as long as the first guy. He was also a car guy, drove a nicer car. This one was also very fruity, but admitted it to me on Christmas that he would date his best friend if his friend Rylan could figure out the SEX part. I was flabbergasted, as he also had been hanging out with another gay guy in a different car group a couple weeks before and had passed out with a migraine, and his gay friend Mario picked up. What the hell is going on? Gay friend Mario picked up and he said he was sleeping.
Yo, what's happening? Huh?
At first I was on board and now I'm confused as hell. He definitely cheated on me looking back, LMAO. This ex Tyrone was also the first one to have a criminal record, other than the fact that I was 15 at the time. Okay, so you're saying the F word in an actual gay way, not in like the way that Gabby and I say it. Okay, got it. Okay, it was 15 at the time. Okay, so that's actually kind of offensive. Okay, got it. It was 15 at the time and he was 22. Oh,
Whoa,
you were 50.
Okay, I've done that, dude.
Yeah, that's not something to be proud of, but okay. On their part. He had also admitted it to me that he had been arrested from stealing from, you guessed it, Walmart. And she put a little smiley face.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he had just stolen enough overtime that he had walked out with a bunch of stuff on him and had police waiting for him and the cops took him away. He also got me into my first car accident with my 5-month-old puppy in the back.
No.
And that's a story for another day.
No, I don't want to hear that one. If anything happened to the puppy, keep that one.
Okay. On to the final X. And also, can I just say, if you are in your 20s and you're dating a teenager, not only are you a rapist, but you are also a loser.
Yeah,
you're a loser.
True.
You're
That's
such
true.
a loser.
Imagine being in your 20s and being like, 15 is a good age to date.
No, that's disgusting.
Okay, but I think about this all the time, that if the age of consent was lowered, men would do it. Like,
of course it is.
Unapologetically.
I mean, yeah, and like, it is lower in a lot of other places, and they do it.
If in the United States of America, we lowered it to 14, guys would be like, oh, finally.
Yeah, of course.
Finally, I can actually date a 14-year-old and not do it in secrecy.
So hot. Okay, on to the final X. This dumbass had many speeding tickets. We can call him John. He was my high school crush, and I got the chance to connect with him again after graduation, and boy, do I regret it. I lived in his house for a short while with his sister, who was my best friend at the time. After we broke up, me and her stayed close. After my parents kicked me out at 18, I stayed in the spare room, and he would often bring over other girls so I could hear them as well. These included girls he told me not to worry about, girls that spread my underage nudes in high school. Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
And even the girl Tyrone's dated before me, Reagan, who is now John's current girlfriend.
Oh,
sorry.
Good.
I know that's confusing. Reagan and Tyrone fucked up. Super suicidal, abusing pills, coke, reckless driving. He had guns and knives too that I had to take away to keep him safe. I told all of this to John, but he still chose to go and seek out this girl while I was still living under the same roof. Now, what do these two have in common other than the same slut? John is rocking a criminal record of his own with a effing DUI. Good job, kid. I'd say I bet your parents are proud, but that went away when you dropped out of university to become a tattoo artist in their basement with no money or knowledge, just an Amazon tattoo gun and alcoholism.
This sounds like my ex.
Wait.
And it's kind of giving the same name. Did you date my ex?
Wait.
That sounds just like him.
It actually does. I didn't even realize that. Wait.
Mm.
Yikes. That's all for now, honks. I love you. Okay, I literally love you too. Sorry if I butchered your story.
Okay, like I pretty much related to everything in her story.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy and raisin.
I've dated, yeah. Can't say I haven't done all of those things. Well, I guess that concludes today's
Oh my God, you guys.
TT.
Okay, I'm glad to know that we all have a colorful past of haunted exes.
Why, it's 11 a.m. I'm so tired.
I'm really tired too.
Why
but
are we
also-
tired?
Well, I got home really late last night.
True.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess it's nap time.
It's nap time. Well, we actually have to go record to Patreon. It doesn't matter. Anyways, you guys.
Love you, miss you. Keep writing in.
Love you guys.
Stay poly.
Yeah, okay. Finally, our queen comes out. Or our icon. Sorry, let me use proper.
Stay poly, stay gay. See you on the other side.
And stay they.
Stay they. Bye.
Bye.